foodaporo.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. And by Pinnacle Sports Physicians, specialist medical doctors giving expert advice to get you moving as quickly and safely as possible. The clinic specializes in the care of children and adolescents. pinnaclesp.co.nz. Canterbury Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.hart@harcourtsgold.co.nz. And by Foodaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants. Foodaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Foodaporo.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. And by Pinnacle Sports Physicians, specialist medical doctors giving expert advice to get you moving as quickly and safely as possible. The clinic specializes in the care of children and adolescents. pinnaclesp.co.nz. Kia ora koutou. Welcome everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez and I'm here today with Paul Matthews.
Hey Matt, how are you?
How you doing? Hey, it's hockey time again, right?
Yeah, it certainly is, and I must say, I think these two teams are very eager to get going for the first game for these teams anyway for the season. It's going to be a cracker.
It is going to be a cracker. We have the Canterbury Inferno at home taking on the Dunedin Thunder women. It is the season opener for the Inferno. No games under their belt. There have been a couple of games in the league, and that was Wakatipu and Auckland last weekend, if I'm not mistaken, with Auckland taking both. And these two teams raised the curtain on the 26th season, and it's going to be an interesting one. All the teams last year were very tightly matched, and it was the Inferno going down in the championship game last year with a good fight from the Thunder women.
Yeah,
so
that's right. It was a great final, that one actually, and they both teams worked very, very hard. But you're right, they took it away.
And Paul, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the lineups this year with what you know and what's going on here.
Yeah, so there are a number of changes actually across both of these teams, and especially in the Dunedin Thunder team. A few players coming and going, as you'd expect every year. Dunedin, of course, being a bit of a student town, you end up with a lot of players from around the country and actually around the region heading down to Dunedin to study. We've got a couple in the Canterbury Inferno as well. So, for example, Lucy Boniface has moved here from Queenstown, I think it is, to study at Lincoln University here in Christchurch. The biggest, I guess, sadness for the Canterbury Inferno team is Jacinda Hogland, of course, who has headed down to Dunedin. She's now studying health science. She was a great part of the Inferno lineup for a number of years, but she's down in Thunder now for the first time playing against the Inferno.
And she'll be here tonight, if I'm not mistaken. It's number 16 for the Thunder.
Yeah, that's right. She certainly is. So it'll be interesting to see how she goes against her former teammates. They'll be very competitive on the ice. Of course, a lot of these folks are great friends when it comes to off-ice activities, but we probably won't see a lot of that on the ice tonight.
Ashley on the cuffs, three-man team today with the Stripes, and we look like we're underway here in just a moment. They're going to line up at the beginning of this season and say hello to everybody, and we'll turn it over to the PA announcer for just a moment and see what we can hear on this. Now they're just going to get started here for a moment. Captain's meeting, I think it is.
Probably a good time to mention Hannah Cross, who's playing her 75th game for the Dunedin Thunder, which is pretty impressive.
That is very impressive, and it is good to remember that Hannah Cross is an assistant captain for the Ice Ferns as well.
That's right, yeah.
They had a fantastic campaign as well. Now it's time for the domestic part of the 26th season. And then we get everybody lined up again. Let's try it again. Let's see what they're going to say here.
Who has been a dedicated figure in Canterbury ice hockey since making an impression as a hard-hitting player in 1999, and has since built an outstanding coaching and volunteer career spanning more than 2 decades. He has coached at every level, from juniors to national teams. I'm pretty sure that you won't be able to hear this, but it is a tribute to Matt Sanford, the head coach of the Canterbury Inferno. Started out in Dunedin, if I'm not mistaken, about, 27 years ago. So he has been around the block, as they say. And the players getting some appreciation. And then hopefully we can get a hold of him at some point for a quick little interview between periods, but we'll see how that works out. He's a busy man, as most intermissions go.
Yeah, that's right. He's been a coach for the Inferno for a number of years, and of course the New Zealand team as well. Most recently the women's under-18 team.
Have made a lasting impact on ice hockey in Canterbury throughout New Zealand. And in appreciation to Matt, we would like to present him a life membership of Canterbury Ice Hockey Association. And there it is, a lifetime membership award from CIHA. Well done, Matt.
Yeah, well deserved. It's great to see some recognition for some of those that have really given a lot of time over the years to the sport.
And now they're recognizing Hannah Cross, as we were talking about earlier, for her game 75.
That's right. And of course, she's now a vet in Geraldine, just north of Timaru, so she's travelling a little bit less than the rest of the team to get here today.
For the Thunder, forwards, number 6, Leanne Goodman, number 19, Sabine Watkins, and number 16, Jacinta Copeland. Thunder defence, number 11, Andy Lewis, and number 19, Sabine Watkins.
All right, so did you have the starting lineups, or were they still a little coy about those?
Yeah, they were being a little bit coy. We've got some names out there, but we don't have the final list yet, unfortunately, but we'll see that in a moment when they get started.
Now, I do know that it'll be Coco Cruikshank in goal for the Inferno.
Yeah, that's right, and Lucy Thomas down the other end for the Dunedin Thunder. Now, Lucy's an amazing young lady, actually, both on and off the ice. She springs from Wellington and started her hockey career playing inline for the Capital Penguins. She was an absolute stunner of a player, she really was, and made the move to ice only about 3 years ago. So she's doing very, very well, given the short amount of time that she's been playing on the ice.
There are a few players that are making that transition from inline to ice. Turia for the Red Devils is a really good example. He had himself a goal in the first game this year, so it's good to see that the roller community is embracing the chances that they're taking there. That's outstanding.
Yeah, it's interesting when you do a roll call of some of the top players across the country and how many have either played both or are playing both. It's I think they're very complementary sports, actually.
And it will be Cameron Linton to take this one. And for the Inferno, Gabby Garrett to take it at center for the first face-off of the 26th season. They just got to make sure the doors are closed, and here we go. First period action underway at the Alpine Ice. The Inferno with it. They throw it forward. It'll be Watkins trying to track it down in the corner. She does just that. And as they fight for the puck, that's going to come back to the near side. Bit of a forecheck to hold that puck in. Inferno doing a good job with trying to get a bit of a forecheck, but now it is going to come out. 3 players on that right side. Linton throwing it around the boards. And that gets stopped up. Not sure if that was icing, it does appear.
Yeah, I believe so. It was a good start to the game, I thought. Gabby did a great job in the face-off there, so good to get them going, getting some warmth in their legs and getting this game underway.
Lidnaris Gordon taking this one. And I think the Thunder take that face-off. They send it around the boards. Goes into the corner and comes back to Linton again. He's back out there on another shift. Not really sure they've changed yet, but it is 3 minutes in here. Gordon. Linton. And Hoagland getting it in front. Dangerous position there as that went through the slot, but the Inferno not able to take advantage of it. Puck kind of traveling just out of into the neutral zone. Hart leaving it. Gordon picking it up, skating on the far side. Line change for the Thunder. They get caught out a bit, but it is only Gordon pushing the offense. Now the rest of the line shows up. Cavalry a little bit late, trying to steal the puck. Now it's 2-on-1. Lily with it. Lily holds on to it, holding, and a good save there by Cruikshank.
Yes, Coco's done well there. There was a big opportunity, actually opportunity at both ends, but that was probably the bigger one. So good save. Well, let's get seeing what happens next.
And the just to be clear on the scoreboard there, the clock is a little bit off. The official one, the one we've got on screen, is quite a bit off. So it is about 17, excuse me, well, about 2 minutes in here. That's why we were confused. So Inferno with it. They dump it out of the zone. Power has it, moving it across the ice, goes over to number 27. Didn't get the nameplate yet. And the Inferno pick it up deep in their zone, trying to move it out. Turned around. Barnett moving it out. Gets it taken away from her. They fight for it. Barnett captures it in the corner. Langman. And that puck stays in the zone for a moment. Now flipped back out by Barnett. Inferno go for a change. And it's held on for just a moment by Tobin. Tobin and Barnett, that's offsides. Still waiting for Barnett to clear. And that puck comes out. Riles got it, loses it. Turned around, Shattuck's got it coming on the left side. Shattuck with the puck, with the move, but loses the puck to two defenders. Guerin trying to dig it out. And that goes to the other side. Chopped at by Strain. Shot from the point. Stopped. Turned around. That puck's behind the net now, and as Power tries to dig it away, the Inferno stay up on the forecheck, 4 in front, but that's going to come out. Thunder with it for a moment, and then that's turned back. Godfrey with a good turnaround. Thrown in from the blue line, and a goal.
Wow, what a shot. That was absolutely fantastic.
Nobody expecting that to be a shot, and Angela Godfrey opens the scoring. 1-0 the score for the Inferno. And we are back at center ice as they get going. The Thunder with the puck, trying to get it forward. Linton watches it go by, and now the Inferno have it. Turn back to the blue line. Lucy Eccleton throwing it in. No icing here. Goes into the corner, continuing to follow the puck. Two on the defense there, Linton. And now it goes into the corner for Keenan.
Some great early pressure here from the Inferno team, but it's been handed over now. Let's see what the Thunder can do with it.
Goodman trying to get in the zone. She's running up the left side, leaves the puck behind. Inferno get back, and a missed check going into the board there. Goes past Hart. Hoagland with a low pass, and Cruikshank jumps on top of it with the glove to get a face-off.
Yeah, so a little bit of frantic energy going on out there. There's some strong pressure coming in from the Inferno that resulted in that first goal of the game.
Yeah, and we're going to do a quick little change here. Just, you're probably seeing some scorebug stuff there, and hopefully we'll get back to action right away. There we go. Puck comes out to neutral. Tobin taking up the left side, leaving it around the goal, and now it's a bit of a break.
Oh, here we go.
It's Heel with that. Heel takes it off the stick, and it goes into the corner. Pressure averted. Thunder hold it in, though, at the point. Charging in at it, but it's turned around, and didn't get the number on 55 here. It's a nameplate I don't yet know, but that is going around to the Thunder. Turned over behind the net. A bit of a reach around attempt, but that puck never comes on target. And then it goes out to the control of the Inferno. Passing that up to the blue line. It's given away at neutral. Thunder with it now. They pass it, give it up. And they go for a line change. not quite out yet. Thunder having a hard time getting the puck out. They do there. That's going to have to be tagged up. Everybody leaves the zone, comes right back in. And Strain goes into the corner, gets double teamed. That comes out and goes back to Barnett. Passes it forward. And there's Strain up the right side. Comes back to the half boards. Held in by Barnett just a moment. Still has it, flips it forward. Hart gets it into the corner. Power having a hard time getting it out. Goes around. And it's Hartop Blair finally getting a hold of the puck, sending it around the backboards. Pedrosa sends it around. Not going to go long enough for icing, I don't think. Yes, it is. It is going to go for icing. There you go. I think we're synced up again. That is the correct clock with 13:31 to go. Just to make sure that that's accurate. That is what we've got here in the rink. So crisis averted.
It's looking good. Now, I mentioned the fact that we had Lucy Boniface, who came and joined the Inferno this year. Another one that came and is studying at Lincoln as well is Jessie Strain, and she certainly made herself felt here already tonight.
Thunder getting a hold of that one, trying to get rid of it. Pedrosa sending it around. Heel. Or, excuse me, Goyle with that one. And that gets turned over to Godfrey. Godfrey's going to flip it in. Straight at the goal. It's knocked away. And it is moved aside. Goes behind the net. Power flipping it backwards. Goyle trying to get it out, but couldn't do it. And that puck flutters back to neutral ice. Godfrey's going to chop at it. Comes around and sent behind the net. Looks like the Thunder were pretty much going for a line change here, and they get a stop in play. I think it was held up on the net, and the whistle blown for a face-off.
And Felicia Goyle, number 24 out there for the Dunedin Thunder. She's another one that's come from inline, interestingly. She played for the Renegades in Wellington, or an Upper Hutt as well, who are now defunct, unfortunately. Second year playing for Dunedin.
Linton winning that face-off for the Thunder. Hogland with it. Moves it through the skates, but it gets taken away. And it comes up the ice by Tobin. Tobin still has it, carries through the blue line, skates past the goal, looks for a pass back, but it's taken off her stick. Thunder with it into the corner, and they try to clear the zone, but they meet traffic. Four Inferno players trying to hold it up on that board. And that moves out. Now the Thunder have it and some momentum. And it's Cross flipping it in. That is gone deep, and they go for a partial change. But with that's still Goodman on the forecheck there, causing trouble for the Inferno, doing a good job, and the puck stays in the zone. On that far half boards, they fight for it. Inferno still with it. Goodman shot, and a good save there. That was right on target. And it goes out to the point, hops over Lewis's stick. It's going to become a chance. And a pass, a shot, and Guerin trying to get it, and a pass that does go in. Goal for the Inferno, 2-0, as the Thunder just could not get back on that break.
Yeah, that was a nice little tidy up from Regan Shadhock there. To the Canterbury Inferno.
And for those of you watching, Shattuck has gone from 33 to 3, which is what threw me off a little bit with the number on there, but Shattuck out there with that goal, and that doubles the lead for the Inferno just halfway into the first. That face-off won by the Inferno, goes backwards, passed forward, stays in the zone though, and that goes behind the net. Power with a shot, goes low, and that is whistled down. Nothing happening there. That was, Krushank had it right in front. I think it was a bit of an early whistle as the puck stayed up against her pads there, but the whistle had gone, and then it started rolling away like a ding-dong to the right side of the post. And there was some discussion for a moment, but whistled down.
Yeah, that's right. It looked like it was going to roll into the goal, but as you say, Matt, the whistle had already blown, so it wouldn't have counted.
And that goes through the crease. That's a dangerous puck for the Thunder there. Barnett with that, trying to get it out, and that does go all the way out to neutral. The Thunder have to go chase that down, and this is where the Inferno have been better. Faster skating already in the first 10 minutes. That's been pretty straight ahead. That's been their chances. A good shot there by the Thunder. That was Pedrosa again making her effort known. Oh yeah, she still has the white stick from last year, so she'll be easy to pick out. Pedrosa with the shot, and is a dangerous player for the Thunder. And that's going to go the length, and that was an indecisive icing call, I believe. Will it get called? It is, yes. It was icing, and they're deciding which side to go to. It'll be a left side face-off.
Yeah, that's right. So we get another restart down the other end, give Inferno another chance to see if they can add to their tally.
I think I love the work that the linesmen do, but sometimes that little P in the whistle needs adjustment there. It's just a little light. That stays against the half boards. They're trying to get it out, but the Inferno with 3 players over there overloading and holding the puck in. They're doing a good job with it. It stays over with Langman doing hard work to keep the puck in. That's deflected away, goes towards the crease. Pedrosa's got to get it away. Now Goyle gets it out to center, and it will be Godfrey with the puck looking to set things up. Pass forward. That goes to Tobin, and it goes in the zone. Paul?
Yeah, I was going to say it's Cameron Tobin who just took that pass there. She is having a very good start to the year, actually. She had a good year last year, but she came back this year with some really fire in her belly, and she's been doing an absolute cracker job.
Goodman taking it in the zone for the Thunder, going into that far corner, moving around, and that gets stopped by Krushenk as the puck doesn't quite find its way past the net as it was moving behind, and they get a face-off.
You start to feel the momentum shift a little bit, actually. A little bit of pressure over the last couple of minutes from the Dunedin Thunder. A few shots on goal, haven't managed to get it through yet. Let's see if they can get it done this time.
Linton loses that face-off, but the Thunder end up with it. Goes over to Goodman, and that gets turned around. Back out 2-on-2, but good play there by Cross to keep that from developing into a fast break for the Inferno. They have the puck again, and it's Guerin looking to break it out, but it gets pulled away off her stick. Good hit there. And they move the puck very little. Now it goes squirting out to the neutral zone, goes over the line. They wait, dumped in. Now it's held in, pushed right back out. Cross has it. Cross looking to go back in. And 2 Inferno players stopping things. Takes a right turn. Hoagland with it. Takes the shot across the goal mouth. Goes wide left, goes into the corner, and it is Heel with the puck looking for a friend in front, and they almost, I think she almost got one there, but the shot goes off Krushenk's pads before it can really get any velocity. And as they try to pull that back out in front, the Inferno with a good move, and it might be icing here. If it goes too far, it will. Icing on the Inferno, and a good sequence by the Thunder.
Yes, that was an excellent effort. I think we're seeing some good contact out there. One thing I think the league's done very well this year is they've clarified what level of contact is acceptable for the women's game, and so you'll see a reasonable amount of contact out there. These are professional athletes or amateur athletes playing at the top of their game, so they can handle it. They're well protected.
And that goes right in front of the crease. Sits, and a quick shot, but that wrister is knocked away. Back out to Lewis at neutral. That's offside. They tag up. Goes around. Giddings has it. Sends it behind to Hart. Hart gives it back to Giddings. Bridie Giddings trying to get rid of it. Doesn't want it in that corner, and a good hit there by Lilly. That's just a big woman trying to get that puck. And there's not much that's going to stop her. 3 Thunder players over there, 2 Inferno, and that puck just is not moving much. And then it is pilfered away. Giddings trying to get rid of it.
Well, there was almost an opportunity there, but good close down from the...
Lilly with a great pass in front, goes through the crease, but gets rejected. And now it's a 2-on-2 coming the other way. Eccleton with the puck on the right side, holds up. Passes it back, but nobody's home in the middle there. And the Thunder managed to take it back out. they're going to get a 2-on-5 as they go for a shift change, but a dangerous one as everybody kind of just moves forward. A good play by the stalwarts, Vernal and Heel, to make that, shift change an actual offensive chance for them.
Yeah, and Coco again manages to cover that to stop the play for a couple of minutes. We're kicking off again now, though.
And that's won by the Inferno, skating behind the net. With the puck is, that was Smith for a moment. Millie Smith trying to get that out, and now it's a chase, 3-on-2, and that was onside. The puck goes behind the net. Thunder pick it up. That was Pedrosa again. She's back out on the ice, and that's flipped over to Godfrey. Godfrey going behind the net, holds up, flips behind, and that's going to go over to Langman. She gets it stolen. Ryle with it for a moment. Back to Langman for just a minute. And they continue to fight for that puck. And that's number 55 going straight up the middle, 1-on-5. Getting a chance and stopped by Thomas. I think, Paul, can we get a license plate on that one, 55 for me?
Yes, I'm just looking that up as we go. It's not on our initial sheet. Sophie Jeffries, of course. Sophie Jeffries, I think we had it down as 14 on the original list.
Yes.
She's playing in the 55 today.
Somebody forgot their shirt at home, I guess. That's it happens.
Yeah, and it's actually her first year back to the Infernos after taking a year off, but she's been playing for about 14 years down here, so it's good to have her back.
It is indeed. The puck going right in the middle there. Shot, and a dangerous one. Guerin with a slot chance, and there's another one that bounces in front. The Inferno getting some statistic chances here, but now it's good to come the other way. All on her own. Move and a shot and a goal. Inferno caught a little bit too deep, and the Thunder make them pay.
Yeah, we felt like that one was...
through for the goal just inside the pipe, and that makes it 2-1. The lead cut in half, and the Thunder with momentum here. We'll go back out to center ice. They're just going to wait for just a minute. I don't know if they're holding up, and now they've dropped the puck. Vernal with it.
Bit of a scramble.
Yeah, right through the linesman's skates. Now a shot. And the Thunder get another one really quickly, and Lily with a late tap, not making any friends that way. But I think it was Abby Heel that had the charge in there, and a good shot.
Actually, I'm not sure if that one went in.
No, it was it was between the leg pads, and then it was Lily just whacking it Cruikshank there. And now there's a bit of a reverse hit, and they're fighting pretty hard in that corner. Godfrey doing most of the work to try to get it away for the Inferno, but the Thunder hold on to it for just a bit more. Eccleton getting it just as far as the blue line, but not out. And there's a hit. And the crowd appreciating the check work of Godfrey. That's offside. That's why that was let go. And Lewis has it for the Thunder. Looking to try to get it out. 3 on the forecheck. That's a pretty heavy one, but it pays off. Neris Gordon with it. Gets that taken off her stick. And for a moment, they lose it, but the Inferno get it back. Hart with the good possession there. And that puck goes past Lily, but out to Winthrop, I think it was. Or Hortop Laird, excuse me. That was offsides for just a minute. They clear it. Inferno trying to get a hold of it, but it's Ryle from the Thunder that's holding on to it. Now Goyle with it, takes a shot. That's deflected as it goes through, stays behind the net, not on target. And that goes to the point, but not out. Comes back around. It's picked up by Hodge. And now Inferno have it and try to look to get out. They do that, just that this time. Flipped forward. Not sure if this is ice. No, it's not. That's a charge to charge down to try to get that puck. Ooh. And it comes in front. Hodge with it. Hodge with a pass, but it goes just astray. Goyle's got it. Turns her defender around. Now it's a 1-on-2, but it's knocked off her stick just in time as the Thunder go for a change. Now Power's got the puck in the corner, and the Inferno will look to do the same, get some fresh legs out. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the first. They continue moving that low in with Langman. That puck goes past Goyle. That's going to go for an icing if they skate back in time, and they will. Icing on the Thunder, so they'll stay out on the ice. The Inferno will get a change, and they'll go to the right side.
Well, we see Indy Lewis involved in that play. Of course, she had a call up to the Ice Ferns in Hong Kong today. She only got the call up in February, now they're off in March. So they ended up putting a Give a Little page, and in about 24 hours managed to raise enough money for her to join the Ice Ferns. So really good effort from the Ice community.
Guerin winning that faceoff, but the Thunder getting a hold of it. Hoagland taking it up the right side. Hoagland holding on to it a little bit longer. She's doubled up on that with a couple of defenders, but that goes out to the blue line and does go out. They're going to have to clear. They give it up. Shattuck gets it forward, but not clearly possessed, and then sent back in by Guerin. They go deep behind the net, but it is given up to the Thunder. They look to clear it. They do just that. It goes just past Goodman's stick. And then Shattuck's got it for a moment. And then that comes around to Guerin again. Passed around, and that is chopped away. And that'll be a tripping call coming up on, I want to say that'll be on Guerin. So 2 minutes to finish most of the first period on the penalty kill. The Inferno going 4 on. Even this one up before we get to the intermission.
And of course that was on Abby Barnett, who has taken the penalty there for the Inferno.
There you go, Barnett. My apologies, thank you for the correction. If there's one thing we do around here, Paul, it is a lot of quality control, because I just grab it on, and you are fitting right in with this. That goes all the way in. That will be an icing on the Thunder. Not such a great thing to do on the power play. It's going to go all the way to the other side, and I think they're going to take it to the right with Gordon taking that face off.
Yeah, that's right. A bit of a get out of jail free card played by the Inferno there. So back down the other end now.
You know, I've been watching this first period, and you're right about the physicality. It's been clarified enough that they are less afraid to be a little physical. And with as much as, you know, the PWHL and everything else going on, it is good to see the clarification, because it's a better way to play hockey and not be afraid of what you're going to do. So it's good to see the ladies getting a chance to show their skills.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Turned around very quickly. Gordon had it, but they're just going to kill some time here. So about 1:24 to go on the power play. That's actually kind of a shot, not exactly, but it goes in and kills some time. And Guerin on the forecheck. Vernal trying to hold on to it. She usually will kind of set things up, but in this case, kind of waiting for that forward approach on the power play. She's going to go off the ice. And the Thunder just not getting set up very quickly here. Clinton's bringing it in, going deep, but that's turned right around. Great play. And I did not get the number on that one. No, I do. That is Millie Smith with a fantastic defensive play. And that one's deflected and goes out of play, and that's going to be a face-off deep in the Thunder zone. The Inferno handling this penalty quite easily so far.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of penalty kill here, and again they get to start off right down the other end. Gives them a good chance to actually add to their tally, let alone having to defend it too hard.
And face-off goes to the Thunder, turned backwards by Keenan. And there's Vernal looking to pass that out. She's back out on the ice. And that's turned back around by the Inferno. That's a long shot officially. Thomas knocking it away into the corner. but only about 15 seconds to go on this power play. Cross getting it out. Well, not out. Some puck handling issues for the Thunder women here. Passed forward, that's onside. Tipped, and everybody's chasing. The penalty is now expired. So we're back to 5-on-5, and that puck goes to the other side. Barnett's out of the box, was looking for it maybe on a stretch pass. It didn't quite get there, and now it's being turned around with just 20 seconds to go in the first period. Deflected, and that's gonna go behind Thomas there. Gets out to Ryle. Ryle has a hard time with it at the face-off dot. Cross forward, Ryle. Gibbings throws it back in, and that is the end of the first period with the Inferno up 2-1 over the
Yeah, that first part of the game, they certainly had the
kind of We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Kia ora koutou, welcome back everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez here with Paul Matthews, and we are bringing you second period action from the Alpine. It is the Inferno, up 2-1 over the Dunedin Thunder women. And Paul, that was a good first period.
It certainly was. The game started with a bang. We saw the Inferno take the early momentum, really pushing, putting a lot of pressure on, and coming out of that with 2 goals up. Followed by the Thunder, who didn't want to lie down on that one. They decided they were going to have their shot as well, and they pushed back and managed to get one over the line. It was one after a number of attempts, and then kind of ended in a bit of a tie, I guess, in the last part of the first period. So really looking forward to see what happens in this next period.
Yeah, it's a good one, and they are back out at center ice, and we're ready to go here. Second period action. The long shift is on as the benches are on the other side, and it is the Thunder on the clean sheet of ice, getting it forward past Goodman. Linton chops at it. Linton trying to get it by, and it's Godfrey with it. Shattuck giving it over to the other side. Try to bring it in, and here's a chance, a shot. And it was Strain not able to get that shot away. He goes back through.
That was a good early effort 20 seconds into the game. Might be a good indication of what's to come.
Yeah, we saw the Inferno skating really well up in the first 10 minutes of the first period. Let's see if that happens. Icing waved off here, and maybe rightfully so, as it was Goodman getting there first. It was close, and now the Inferno have it, and they look to break out. That gets passed forward over and back up over the blue line, and the throw in just on the correct side of the red line, and it's Hart getting there first. LJ holding on to it for a moment, turning backwards, but as she gets hit by heel, that puck gets flipped up, drops straight down.
Almost
Eccleton getting it out. Sorry, Paul?
I was saying almost an opportunity there, as didn't quite get it over into the middle, but they might get another chance here.
And now it's Gordon with it into the corner. And it goes around for the Thunder. They try to clear that out. A little physicality on that far side. It is a bit of a fight with Hart. And now the puck goes back to the Inferno in the defensive zone. Lucy Eccleton throwing it forward. And then that goes around the boards. Stops at the referee's skates, but it does go out. And it is tipped by Barnett. Has to be played by Krushenk. And that goes around the boards to Eccleton. Trying to get it to Gordon, but it gets turned away. Heel had it for a moment. Back out to Hortop Blair. And a stop by Krushenk. And a bit of argy-bargy, as they say. Lily getting a little bit physical in there. Some spicy negotiations and a line change coming up for both.
Yeah, that's right.
And it is Abby Heel to take that. She wins the face-off, goes back up to Hortop Blair. She loses it at the blue line, has to recollect, turns backwards, sends it up the boards. And it is at neutral. Lily gives it up. Vernal coming across in the middle, shot, and that's off target, hits the board, bounces strongly, stays in the zone as the forecheck is good for the Thunder. It's Lily. She can't hold on to it for too long. And we had an answer on 55. Who was that, Paul?
That was Sophie Jeffries, who took last year off, but has been playing for the Inferno since she was about 14. So
there you go. Jeffries getting the defense done there, and that goes into the corner. They play it away. It goes behind, just around the boards. It's back around, and it'll be Smith playing it back into the Zamboni door. It goes around to Langman. Langman gets tied up. A couple players go down. Thunder with it in front, chance, but they couldn't connect. It was Goyle sitting in the middle, kind of not exactly undefended, but they just couldn't get the puck to her in that slot area. And the Pedrosa with it. Extended offense for the Thunder right now. Some tired legs out there for the Inferno. Pedrosa sending it to the other side. Goyle's going to get there first. Sends it back in, tipped away, goes back into that near corner again. Some physicality with Pedrosa throwing a bit of a shoulder. Comes behind, puck in front, and there's a chance. Comes back out top. Keenan with it for a moment, then it gets turned back. And Keenan's got it now. Inferno trying to get off the ice any chance they can here. That's Godfrey with it, holding on to it, but it's almost turned over for a break, but she does a great job of holding on to that puck at the red line against Linton. And that puck is stolen away. Shattuck's got it. She's going to throw it in and chase it down. Thomas flips it away. Linton gets it off to this, or gets to Linton on the side there, as it was Goodman getting the good defense in there. And that goes back around to Ryle. Ryle's got it in the near corner for the Thunder. Gives it up to Linton. And it's Strain holding it in. They fight for it in the corner. 4 players kicking and screaming, trying to get that puck away. And it works out for the Inferno here. Barnett trying to hold it in. I think they just got that puck knocked over the line, so they've got to tag up. And it comes out quickly for Goodman. Ooh. And a whiff. Goodman's got it, but she couldn't kick it forward to herself. Good break for the Inferno, as they couldn't pull the trigger on that break. That goes into the corner, half boards. Thunder have it, and that's turned over. Hart with a shot. A quick one, it comes bouncing back out. Barnett trying to hold it in, can't quite do that. And it is the Inferno getting reset. That gets passed forward, up to Hart. Hart goes in, leaves it behind the net. Gordon getting there, and it is, well, it's just gonna pop around to the near corner. Goodman sending it back around. Hart chasing it down on the half boards on the far side. Too many Thunder players there, but she gets rid of the puck. Gordon has it. Backhand shot goes into boards. And Eccleton sending it around. She's trying to get it to Boniface. Boniface has to go chase it down. This is going for icing if it gets there, and it is. Icing the call for an extended period of time, and that's going to keep the Thunder ladies out there that have been out there for a long time. Yeah,
it certainly was a long period. Some scrambling defense from both teams. First of the Inferno down their end. They did well, though, to keep it out. There are a couple of opportunities that Thunder had in that run, and then, of course, it ended up the other end, and Inferno had a crack too, but couldn't get it through.
It'll be Linton taking that in a big face-off win for the Thunder here, as they should be getting rid of it quickly and going for a skate. And instead, penalty coming up. And it's going to go against the Inferno here. Looks like it'll be Shattuck going for a hook.
Yeah, that's right. One of those penalties that sometimes can go either way.
And it catches the body, and that's 2 minutes, and it's not much doubt about it. Inferno get the puck to start with, but it's smashed into the corner. Heel has it now, and they set up the power play. Thunder leaving it up top, and it is Power on the power play, sending it forward. Vernal. Sorry, yes, Vernal. And for a moment, I had a couple of names in my head, and I just wanted to make sure I got the right one. Lily holding it in. Too much West Auckland game watching for me. I almost said Vesper, but that's neither here nor there. It's Abby Heel with it. Skating. Inferno holding a zone here. Giddings going out to the corner and pressing Lily. And chasing back, getting back to Heel. Hortop Blair up top. Leaves it for Power. Power can't hold on to it. It's going to go out of the zone. At the very least, they have to touch up. And that's going to go over to Lily on the left side. Lily walks it in, looks for a pass, and then decides to backhand it in front. Shot, and a high one just over the bar. Good shot there for Heel, as that kind of fluttered, but just went a little bit too high. And now it's Giddings trying to whack it out. She gets some help. And it is Tobin getting rid of the puck just in time and getting line change out there that was really needed for the Inferno. That's going to get thrown back in, and it'll be Gordon chasing Hortop Blair. And that's going to come out to Pedrosa. Pedrosa skating hard up the left side, holds up halfway, and gets the puck taken away from her for just a moment and gets it back. And then to Keenan, back to Pedrosa. And then out to the corner. Long shot in. Does Cruikshank hold on to it? No, she doesn't have it. It was Lily with a point shot. Now it's cycled through, goes through the crease. Linton can't pull the trigger. Goes back to Lily. We've only got 10 seconds on the power play. One more clearance should do here, and that's Gordon, and she's going to take it out of the zone. She does exactly that. 2-on-2 here. As the penalty expires, she takes a shot, goes wide right, shot off the back netting there, and it stays in, but it's out with the Thunder. Kick forward, and now back out to Guerin. Guerin holds on to it, skates through, gets doubled up, and that gets turned back to Godfrey. Godfrey trying to get it out. Giddings with it. Held up. And now the Inferno gets set as a couple of the Thunder players go off for a change. Passed forward. Hoagland knew where that was going and jumped right in front of it at center ice, sent it deep. And the Thunder reset. Passed forward. Held at the blue line. Hart with a good job there, knocking it forward. Heel trying to dig at it. Cross. Cross plays it. Cross plays it back. Holds on to it. Trying to get set up. Shattuck trying to get in the way there. Now it's a 1-on-3, 2-on-3 maybe if they hurry. Puck taken away quickly and returned to center on that. Shattuck with it. Couldn't hold it onto it off the boards. But that's chopped. And Thomas in front. And the puck goes behind her, but it's not on target. It's still in play. Shattuck trying to do a backhanded pass, and it doesn't get out in the crease. Goes out to the boards actually halfway and then clears the zone. Hodge getting there first and holding on to it. Giddings with it. Good stick work by Giddings. Gets to the blue line, comes back out with the Thunder, and they get reset.
Another long period here between these two sides. Some tired legs getting out there, some good changes that are happening now, especially on the Dunedin Thunder side.
It's kind of hard to believe the period's half over now. It has just been brutally fast. Hortop Blair with the puck now at center. Passed around. Eccleton trying to get a hold of it. Leaves it. And it's Hart. Sorry, Hodge with that for a moment. Ryle trying to pass it through. It gets deflected. Eccleton throws it in the corner. Pedrosa with an attempted shot. Almost, not sure I heard it ring. It just sounded like it hit part of the goal. And then it goes behind the net. And it's Pedrosa looking for a friend. Hortop Blair with a good skate. Holds it in the zone. Ryle. And then that goes around just as far as Power. Tries to, kind of whiffs on it, but holds it in for a moment. And now that's going to go for an icing as that was flipped a little bit too quickly. And Lily's there to track that one down. Or sorry, not Lily. That was...
From both teams here, it's backwards and forwards hockey.
Face off. Won by the Thunder for just a moment, but that gets knocked out quickly. And it's Hart doing the hard work here and getting Thomas to get a stop in play. And just as we were talking about going 10 straight minutes just about, a bit of a start-stop hockey for the last couple of whistles here.
Yeah, that's right. Abby Heel, of course, has been playing quite prominently in this this period. She's back with the Thunder now, actually. She's doing a Masters of Teaching down in Dunedin.
And now that puck comes out to neutral, and it will be Linton hitting the deck. That'll be a penalty against the Inferno. 6-on-5 at the moment until it gets touched here. It is still not played by the Inferno, so the 6-on-5 continues. played in front. Heel's going to chase this down. Thunder still have possession. Moving it around. Barnett trying to get a hold of it. Can't do it. And it's Shattuck finally getting to it. And that's going to...
She has a cousin actually who plays for the St. Louis Blues and in the NHL, so maybe she's been watching a bit of that.
I do have to correct something. It is St. Louis.
Oh, St. Louis.
It's always St. Louis. It doesn't look right, but I promise you it is St. Louis. But yes, that is awesome. Thunder with the puck. You can tell I'm from...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we used to.
Yeah.
When I was much younger days, we used to drink what I thought was the St. Louis Blues, but maybe we had it wrong all these years.
The Inferno doing a good job of getting rid of that. A close look at that play, and that was offside, I think is the call here. There was a bit of some physicality right before that offside, and it caught the attention of the referee, but no call there.
Yeah, that's right. This may be a bit of a warning look.
Yeah, the stern look of disapproval.
And we're still on a power play here, of course.
Yep, minute 30 to go here, and it is the Inferno winning that one. They're going to dump that out. And that went out of play, so that if you see on the other side, it's just netting there. They're going to get that one in the zone, but that is not a delay of game. It was not before the blue line where it went directly out. It just rolled across the top of the board there. So in order to get a delay game, it actually has to be above where the glass would be on that side. Long story, don't need to talk about it. And it's the Thunder with a chance. Shot in front. Boy, that was just a miss there as that went off to the right. But a dangerous chance there for the Thunder. That was that looked like 2-2 all over it and just didn't get executed. But now Lily has the puck, skating up the half boards, trying to go deep here a little bit. Gives it up. That goes through the crease. Vernal trying to get it into that dangerous position, but it just goes corner to corner. And that gets flipped out, but not as far as the zone. And it's crossed with a big shot, good glove save. And that's gonna get ripped out of the zone on the penalty kill, and a chance for the Inferno to change up.
That was a great save there from Coco Krushank. Well done.
And then it's Hart with it at the red line. They send it back in. Thunder not there to play it. It'll be Gordon there first. And now they get a hold of it, and Goyle trying to get that set up for the Thunder. She skates away with it, holds on to it, gives it up. And that's gonna get returned to center very quickly, with the Inferno holding on to it. Assuming that the forecheck doesn't get there, they do a great job and hold on to it. And once that puck's in there, it is hard to dislodge on this penalty, or the power play unit for the Thunder. Hart with it. And now Hart gets only to the blue line. That pass goes directly to, it was Hannah Cross sitting there in the perfect spot. They send it back into Krushank. Get an easy save as that was a little bit off target, and a stop in play.
Yeah, that's right. So pretty tired by the end of this game.
I imagine that the skating and the lactic acid buildup is going to be immense, and they're going to have to do it all over again tomorrow. Shattuck's being called over. I'm not sure what this is about, but they are replacing Shattuck for, it looks like... I
think it was for Gear. I think it might have been they felt that her neck guard was loose. So
they took her off the ice, but they replaced her. And we continue with the puck behind the net. Thunder continue with this offensive approach. Goes around and behind the net again, but the Inferno trying to get rid of this one. Some physicality in the corner there. Hoagland trying to get that puck away. She brought it into the Zamboni corner, but she's not going to come away with it. It gets tipped and knocked out to center. And it's Hortop Blair That gets sent to the blue line. And it's the Inferno with it now. Deep in the zone, Barnett picks it up at the near half boards. Pass shot, and that gets deflected, but just kind of into the padding there of Thomas. And that comes back out to the Thunder at center ice. Goodman with a shot, off target, held, and they're waiting for the whistle. They get one finally, as it was Hoagland doing the nice thing and getting close enough to Cruikshank to get a whistle.
Yeah, from one end to the other, and Nerys Gordon was right in position too in that previous one. If the rebound had gone the right way, she would have been in, but unfortunately for her, it didn't.
It is a game of inches, as they say, and that's and sometimes rebounds. And that just goes up to Cruikshank in a very high tip, and fly ball center field.
Yeah, funny old period. Started off with some very, very long sessions. Now we're slowing it right down, and we're doing a few seconds at a time.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes took longer than the prior 10. It was humming along tempo-wise, and now we've slowed it back down. But it is Lily in the corner, holds on to it, takes the shot. Cruikshank in front, rebound, and the Inferno have it, trying to get it forward. Hart gets it out. That is too far. It's going to go for an icing. If it goes, it doesn't. Power has to wait and play it, as it didn't quite get the goal line. And that's sent back behind the net. Power collects it again. Off the boards, Lily has it. Backhands it forward and gives it up. And collected by Barnett. They play it deep into the corner there. And that's taken away by the Inferno. Passed around, but nobody on that side. But it's Power not able to hold it in at the blue line. They're off sides. They have to tag up. It comes back out. Everybody's good. And Godfrey brings it into the zone herself. Held up. Backhand. Goes into the corner. Kind of goes a little bit above the crease. And it's Vaughn sending it around. And it'll be the Thunder exiting with a chance here and a shot. Heel with a clear break, but pulls the trigger early. And a more comfortable save by Cruikshank. That puck goes through. Lewis lets it go. Power's going to get there first. No icing on this one. It was deflected, or could have been played. And that goes back out to neutral. Inferno digging away at it. They get it back again. Jeffries back to Langman. Jeffries has it again, 1-on-3. Brings it across the zone. Still has it. Can't pull the trigger on a shot, as that just kind of rolled off the stick. And then it goes to Goyle. Thunder have it, but can't really break out cleanly. And now they do get it out of the zone with just over 3 minutes to go in this second period. 2-1 the score, still as it was at the end of the first period. Power hits the brakes, gets pilfered, puck in front, and now the Thunder have it. They got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. On the break, Goyle with it. Goyle's pushed off the puck. She has to go to the left. Hoagland gets knocked off of it. And the Inferno have a chance here. It's 2-on-3, but they go forward quickly. Guerin with it, takes his shot, and a goal!
She's got a fantastic shot.
Guerin with an outstanding drag and late shot. Beats Tom.
A bit unlucky for Lucy Thomas that it came off her shoulder and straight into the goal, but it really was a nice looking shot.
Yeah, Guerin with that third, and it makes it 3-1. And finally some offense on the board after all of the skating that's happened in this second period. Quickly back at it, and it's our top player getting it across the ice, trying to get it back out to neutral. 2-on-1 developing for the Thunder. Shot, and Cruikshank holding on to it.
Yeah, Dunedin Thunder tried to strike back there, but Lucy Thomas wasn't going to, Coco wasn't going to have any part of that.
Yeah, it was a shot by Linton that just really... And it stays 3-1. Thunder still have it. And a shot, a turnaround shot, and a stop by Cruikshank. Goodman with a shot in front. Really in a good position, but couldn't get anything on it because she was turning around and couldn't get it fired in. And a good save.
Yeah, that third from the Inferno certainly seems to have fired up the Dunedin Thunder for the last few seconds. Let's see what they can do here.
They win a face-off. Lily's got it at the point, sends it around the boards. And that is going to draw some attention, but the arm stays down on that one. And the Thunder still have the puck. Shot and a goal! That was a beauty. It was Goodman getting a quick wrister and flip it up. Maybe we missed that one. Don't know. Let's see. Basically looked like, you know, a flop shot in golf, just kind of chopping at it, and the puck going straight up in the air. That's fantastic. 3-2 the score. And shout out to Chris here, who's doing the instant replays, and the rest of the tech team doing a yeoman's work today. Thank you very much, guys. Flipped in, heel throwing it deep, and it's Godfrey with the puck. Puck continues behind the net. And turned over, Heel's got it again, flips it backwards. Dangerous location, but nobody able to play it. And it's Vernal holding on to it. Knocked off the puck. Good play there by Godfrey. Heel gets it back. In front again, but now it's Jeffries with it. Jeffries, if they go quickly, have numbers. But I don't think they can go quickly in this case. They're going to go for a couple of changes. Barnett back out on the ice. That goes deep past the goal line and just gets thrown back out. It's going to roll kind of funny, but it's not going to go for an icing here as Power collects it. And it is Tobin getting off of the boards there. Comes out of the zone. 2-on-3 as they come back in. Chance, good moves. And it is Goyle with the back and forth, but the puck was a little too much in front of her and couldn't get much on it. Krushank with a good save positionally.
Yeah. This year for a first year. I think with shots like that, she's probably got a pretty bright future.
There are quite a few ice ferns from the Thunder out there today. Maybe we can go through them later or tomorrow, but worth recognizing. That puck goes in front. There's a chance there. They're looking closely. Thomas had a bit of a mishandle there. We'll have to see if that's if that was as dangerous as it. Good call, and a close one, but just an odd duck. I mean, those are the ones that you just don't expect. And in that case, didn't happen. 3-2 still the score as we close out the second period. And the Inferno try to get things buttoned up here as a 3-on-2 develops for the Thunder. They're onside. Puck comes through, but they can't get a shot away. That goes behind the net, goes into the corner, and they dig and call for it, and that is going to do it. Second period over, a goal apiece for each of the two sides. Crawl for the let's Paul, I'm going to take you off the mic for a second here, and then I'm going to grab the other headset and see if we can get Mr. Sanford for a word here. There you go. And there you go. Now let's just see here. Matt, can you hear us?
Yep.
There you go. Paul, take it away.
Hey Matt, how are you going? An intensive game out there, a lot of pace, which is great to see from the sports people out there. How do you feel the game's going?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty edge of the seat stuff. At the moment, it's pretty even, but happy with the girls there, that hard period from the second period. Pretty happy because we're in the box a couple of times, so yep, all right.
Yeah, lots of opportunities, I guess, from both, and it's good to see capitalisation from 3 of them.
Yep.
We're also recognising the recognition that you received at the start of the game as well. So you've obviously been a big part of ice hockey, not just in Canterbury here, other parts of the country as well, but also for New Zealand. So do you have any sort of big moments that you reflect on over the years?
Definitely number one would be the gold medal the team achieved in Bulgaria a couple of years ago. That was pretty massive. Probably, yeah, pretty up there for me.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great series of games as well, wasn't it? They played incredibly well over there.
All right, we'll wrap this one up here. Matt, thank you very much for joining us. I know that you're going to have to do a lot of adjustments here coming into the third period, so we appreciate it. Thanks very much. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
All right, with that, we will be back in about 10 minutes. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We will be, about 10 minutes. The clock will restart here in just a bit, and we'll be back on the air for the third period here at the Alpine Ice. 3-2 the score. Inferno just 1 goal ahead of the Dunedin Thunder women. See you soon.
Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.hart@harcourtsgold.co.nz. And by Fudaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants, Fudaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Fudaporo.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. And by Pinnacle Sports Physicians, specialist medical doctors giving expert advice to get you moving as quickly and safely as possible. The clinic specializes in the care of children and adolescents. PinnacleSP.co.nz. Canterbury Inferno Hockey is brought to you by Brendan Hart and Harcourt's Gold. For your real estate needs, buying or selling, get in touch with Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold. Brendan.hart@harcourtsgold.co.nz. And by Fudaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants, Fudaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Fudaporo.co.nz. Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. EdenChiropractic.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. And by Pinnacle Sports Physicians, specialist medical doctors giving expert advice to get you moving as quickly and safely as possible. The clinic specializes in the care of children and adolescents. PinnacleSP.co.nz.
Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez, here with Paul Matthews. Today, we are calling, what we're about to call, the third period here with the Inferno and the Dunedin Thunder women. And it's a close one, 3-2. Paul, what are your thoughts? I mean, skating has been an interesting one for me today.
Yeah, it has, and it's been played at a very high level of intensity, and you kind of think whoever's going to last the distance are the one that's going to bring it away today. So there'll be some tired legs out there, as we said earlier. I think that'll be the decider. That'll be the game changer at the end of the game here today. Hey, I'm just going to say as well, it's great to see the sponsors logos coming out. If you're watching the live stream, you would have seen those. It can be quite an expensive sport for these ladies and for the guys as well. And those sponsors really make a big difference. So, yeah, really big ups to them. And make sure if you get the opportunity, make sure you use those people, because they really are making a difference to the sports people we've got out here today.
And as we get ready for the third period, it really is going to be an interesting one as far as the skating, because of the tempo that we saw in the second period. Lots of fast skating, and we'll see if they do that on the fresh ice, and if it is the fresh ice they need that kind of dictates pace here. But as we go back and forth, Shattuck's got it, and she dumps it forward for the first chance of the period. Guerin has it on the corner. She holds up, trying to get a pass away. She is bothered by, it's Hannah Cross doing good work in the corner, pinning that down, and the Thunder get a hold of it. Vernal sends it out up to Lily, but Lily can't handle it. Godfrey has it and skates almost behind the net, holds up, leaves the puck behind, gets it back. Lily goes in front, and they play cat and mouse a little bit to get the puck out of the zone. They do just that. And no, it did stay in, and now it comes back out. The Inferno have it, pass it forward. It's hard up the left side, leaves it for Gordon. Gordon gets it back. Gordon takes the shot, wrister, nothing on it, and it's Thomas with an easy glove save.
Yeah, that's right. So starting to get at that same pace. I think the ice might still be a little bit wet behind the goal, behind Inferno's goal there, which might have contributed to the puck being left behind there a bit, but that will sort itself out in the next few seconds, I'm sure.
Yeah, the corners did look like the puck was sticking, and that looks like why they're having just the handling issues that they are so far. Thunder trying to hold on to it, but it is the Inferno with the puck for a moment. Does it stay in? It does. Goes over the blue line, and now it's back to neutral. Inferno with it. Hodge doing her best to try to skate that down, but it was a good effort. And the Thunder with a backhanded chance didn't quite get there. They looked for an icing call, didn't quite understand that one. Shot and a chance, another shot in front. And it was Gordon not able to get that up over the pads of Thomas. Gordon back in front looking for another puck. Some physicality also. Hodge throwing it low, getting it back at the point, holds on to it. Now it's taken away, and it's Hoagland up the right side. Hoagland skating quickly, takes the shot right in the middle, knocked away. Big rebound, and that puck goes out to neutral, and they'll have to start again as Keenan gets rid of the puck. They dump it in and go for a change. And it's Giddings with the puck trying to get out of the zone.
Both goalies getting a workout again at the start of the third.
And that's going to come up the left side once again. Hart skating hard there, but two Thunder players taking that away from her. Does that go back out of the zone? It does, and the Thunder are going to have to recollect. They dump in, turned over, puck flutters, stays in for a moment, now goes back out. And the Thunder hold on to the puck as they get a couple of changes. Tobin back out on the ice, and it's Jeffries with the puck deep as she takes it away, falls over, goes as far as the point, sent back in on a pass into the near corner. Doesn't stay in. And it's Ryle taking it all the way down the side. It does stay with the Inferno, and they are able to clear it. But now the Thunder have it back, and the possession keeps switching up here at neutral. You just don't really want to take your eyes off of it because everybody's ready to steal it. Now they come in 2-on-3. Abby Heel with a good move, goes around, passes in front, and Vernal can't get her stick on that puck, or they had a really good chance in front of Cruikshank's net. That goes halfway in, and Thunder trying to get another shot. They can't do it, and it is turned away by Barnett. And that comes back in. Cross has it, takes the shot, glove, almost saves it. It goes behind, rotates around to the half boards, and now that's going to come out of the zone, and Langman almost. Bernal has it, a couple of changes for the Inferno. Out to the point, shot in, goes outside the glove. Cross has it first, comes back in, takes the shot again. More of a shot pass, but it goes right into the crease. Lilly looking for it, can't get it done. And it's a stop for Cruikshank and a face-off.
Yeah, some great opportunities created there by the Dunedin Thunder. Coco Cruikshank was up for it though. She managed to keep it out of the net, but they're keeping the pressure on. So let's see what they can do now.
It'll be a face-off with Linton in the against Guerin. Puck goes kind of in a shot for power around to the corner. Goes behind to Smith. Turned around by the Thunder. There's a shot by Goodman. A little bit of a backhanded shot, but it wasn't really much on it. Goes behind, and now it's the Inferno with it. They're trying to get it out of the zone, and they're going to do just that as it's cleared by Guerin and turned over. Shattuck on the forecheck, gets a hold of it for a moment. Thunder still have it. Now it's turned over. Passed forward to Shattuck, goes in front of Thomas, and she ushers it to the far corner. Vulcan's fighting for it. Off to Power. Power looking to escape the zone. They do just that. Left behind by Goodman. Passed forward. And now it's going to be the Inferno that pick it up and turn back around. Smith with it, looking up. Smith skating with her eyes up, looking for somebody to give it to. Decides to keep it herself, goes in the zone. Gets a couple players on the left side if she can get rid of the puck. And instead it gets pinned into the boards. And now Goyle has it, and they're going to exit. 2-on-4. Thunder going quickly, trying to get a break here. Ryle skating in the middle. Can't get the puck to her. Cruikshank in the right spot for that. That puck goes behind the net. Picked up by Giddings. She's going to try to dump it out, but it only goes as far as the half board. Takes a bounce. And a shot in. And a couple of players trying to jump on that, including the goaltender. Goes back in. That's offside. They have to tag up, and the Inferno hold on to it, try to get out, and they do clear the zone there. Hart coming up the ice quickly, takes the shot, low and to the right, goes and bounces up on the netting. Thomas looking behind, trying to get a visual on it. And that puck goes out to the right, and it is the Thunder trying to break out. Lily with a good stick tap of the puck while it was passed behind her. And then she brings it in the zone. Holds on to it, goes about 2/3 of the way in, and then meets a couple of Inferno players as they chop away at it. She gets it back, low shot. Nobody home for the deflection. Hart gets to it first, goes into the corner, comes back. Is it going to be Hart that plays it? It is. She's going to get it out, and will it go for icing or not? Not far enough. Haltup gets it up into the zone again, and the Inferno get the turnover. Pass forward to Shattuck, a little too far. Guerin out skating cross quickly, takes the shot, goes a little bit to the left, goes off the backboards. Another shot behind the net. Inferno have it there. Chance in front. Boniface had it for a moment. Puck is going to be up and almost out of play, nearly hit the camera. Linton has it. Linton with her arms up, trying to get a call, not gonna happen there. And it's Boniface skating up the left. She gets knocked off the puck. Good play there by Hoagland. And they go for a wholesale change as Gordon now tries to get to the puck. Now it's Eccleton. She trips over the face-off dot. And then it goes around to Goodman. Goodman looking for a pass, high shot instead. Goes off the glove, goes into the corner. Linton picks it up, sends it back in. And it's Barnett that's holding the fort in front of Cruikshank's net, keeping the traffic away and doing a really good job of preventing close shots by the Thunder. And there's Barnett with the puck, looking to move it out. Backhands it. Intercepted by Power, passed forward. And that's Goodman going down hard and legally. And that puck does go back out to neutral. It'll be Goodman trying to chase that one down, and it's another long sequence of play with no stops. That puck goes into the corner halfway out. Thunder with it, they dump and choose to get a couple of players off. Godfrey with it. Goyle on the defense. Heel now. Sorry, excuse me, Ryle. And that's turned back around, keeping Millie Smith keeping it away and getting it out of the zone. And that puck nearly takes a few people's heads off, including my own. Indy Lewis with that deflection and out of play for a quick stop that desperately was needed by both teams.
Yeah, it certainly was. Some tired legs coming off now. Especially the Dunedin Thunder hadn't had too much of a chance to swap out during that long session there.
And it's Guerin to take the face-off. She wins it. Flipped forward, goes into the zone. Heel lets it go. And Halta Blair letting it go as well. And Cross has the puck. Moving it forward, gains the zone, looking up, trying to get a pass across. Instead, takes it all on her own. And that puck just gets taken off of her stick. No real danger other than the angle she took. And there's Giddings trying to get it to Shattuck. She comes up, Heel steals it. Backhand approach, couldn't get the shot away. Arm stays down. Guerin with the puck going 1-on-3. She's gonna have to get rid of it. Goes into the zone for a moment. Shattuck has it, gives up And it's Pedrosa with it, is that right? No, it is Haltop with the puck. Sends it forward, not sure it's for an ice. It was deflected, and Hodge held on to it for just a second here. Kind of hearing the linesman explaining it as we go, so we're a little bit close to the action today. Langman got rid of it, and now it's the Thunder with the puck. But they're deep in their zone, and that's a good forecheck by Tobin. But the puck gets ripped away by the Thunder. Hoagland coming in quickly, has a 2-on-2, takes the shot. That is good defense by Barnett, slapping the stick down, not allowing that shot to go anywhere. Goes behind the net, and there's Barnett trying to exit. Passed forward, does it get out? It does, and the Thunder have to reset. 9:30 to go here in the afternoon's proceedings. And now it's Power with the puck, moving it across the ice. And pass forward, a chance here for the Thunder. A shot by Goodman, doesn't go anywhere. Cruikshank plays it out. Power trying to dig it away, and Hoagland with a long shot that was off target. Kind of a seeing eye shot, didn't really get towards the post, and now Power trying to shove it forward. That's going to go out of the zone. A couple of changes coming for the Inferno, but it's Hart with a shot, a wrister, and that wrister didn't have a lot on it and came in at Thomas with a flutter.
Yeah, LJ Hart, one of actually many of the athletes that are out there today that have taken advantage of the Toronto Wildcats exchange program they run, where they take New Zealand women players and look after them for a couple of months. Most of them come back with a real understanding for what international hockey's about.
Millie Smith knocked off there, Goyle with it. She gets the puck taken away from her, and that in a very important moment, the Inferno trying to come up the other side. It's Gordon facing Lewis. Gordon trying to get the puck in the center, and it comes off her stick. Thunder with it. Good defense there by Lewis. She chases it around, but that gets picked off. They don't clear it cleanly, but it is Goyle getting the puck, and that goes up towards the boards. Godfrey getting it forward to Gordon, and that line was a bunch of good effort right there as they switch up. Thunder in control of the puck. Halta Blair giving it up. Lily sending it around the boards. And that goes all the way to the blue line. It's turned around. That puck gets just over a couple of stick blades. And as they fight back and forth for it, it goes to Abby Heel right at center ice. And the contested possession again in neutral ice has been a long-running theme today, as it usually is, but particularly between these two teams. Vernal holding up Shattuck there for a moment. Shattuck busting through a 1-on-3, doing a great job physically getting through all of that. And now it's the Thunder with some tired legs out there. Heel putting it forward. That was not an icing. Giddings gets there first. Giddings with a play on the puck. Halta Blair holding her against the board there, giving up about, I want to say about 7 inches of height there as well. And that puck comes out. I can't say that, can I? I have to say, like, I think that's about, what, 19 centimeters?
Yeah, I was just doing the conversion on my head. It's around 19, 20 centimeters, I think. So
it's hard to eyeball from this distance, but there you go. And that puck gets taken from that backboard. 3-on-2 here if they hurry. And that goes forward from Tobin. Tobin's the one with the red stripe on the helmet, can't miss. And continue with it in the zone for the Inferno. Langman trying to fight that away. And that puck is pretty well pinned up from what I can tell. It does get erased, and then it's Jeffries with a shot. Glove save, Thomas.
Yeah, that was a nice little shot.
No, they have not stopped that play. Nobody was pressuring her, so they did not award a face-off. We continue on. That's Goyman with it. Flipped in, deflected, and Vawkins with it. Shot and deflection, that was dangerous. Cruikshank in a good position to stop that, and then that's gonna go almost the length of the ice, but it might be on target. We'll see, no, not quite. And they get the icing by the smallest of margins there.
Yeah, only a few centimeters in that.
Yeah, not an inch.
Not an inch.
And there we go. So, again, another long sequence of play. No goals, good defense, and a lot of contested possession in the middle. That's the big one.
Yeah. Some great play here. You see Jess Ryle playing quite a big part of that last set of sequences. For those that watched the New Zealand Under-18 women's game last year, she was the one that scored that golden goal at the end there.
Inferno get the puck, the half boards, they get it turned back around at the point. Thunder continue with it, and it's Ryle with the puck in the corner. Gives it up. Pedrosa looking to get that through. Couldn't turn it around. Pedrosa again with that white stick, can't miss it. And two good efforts to try to get the puck in front of on the right side of the goal for them. And it turns out that Cruikshank was in a great position each time. There's a third chance, fourth chance. And as that was trickling through, Cruikshank slams the glove on it and gets the stop.
Yeah, it's, that one is a little bit harder than it looks. It looked like an easy save, but often you find that the goalies just can't quite see that when it comes in close like that. So very good to see it and get a hand over it.
We'll see it on the replay here, but that one, when it spins like that, you have to be careful not to actually shove it a direction as well, which can be dangerous. Heel in front, that is a dangerous shot. Couldn't really get it through, and that's a good thing for the Inferno because that one had eyes for the back of the net. And that clearance, Cross holds it up for just a moment. Hall-top player throws it back in, heel. And they have to get onside, they do. They dump it back in, and it is the Inferno with the puck. Moving that forward, goes past Cross, goes out of the zone, but the Thunder regather. It's Lilly with it. Cross turns it around, back to Lilly, flips it forward. No icing there because Heel was there apparently. And then that goes to Hart. Heel takes it off Hart. Goes past Godfrey to Lilly. And then that goes into the far corner. Gordon turns it back in. Back to Hart. And Hart passes it forward. Halltop playing it down. And then a shot comes out from almost nowhere with Gordon up front. Gibbings gets a slap shot taken away from her. Does that stay in? It does. Still onside. Hart goes to chase it down in the corner. Good possession here for the Inferno as they haven't had much of that. Cross with a good shoulder, and that helps them clear. Linton had it for a moment. And now it's Hoagland, the former Inferno, coming up the right side looking for a pass. Eccleton holds her away for him. Now it's up in the air, kicked away. And a dangerous sequence again for the Thunder, almost getting a chance, but just not quite getting something put together.
You kind of feel that the Dunedin Thunder are going to be not happy if they don't take a goal out of this sequence. They've put a sustained pressure on for a long period now. The Inferno defense have been doing a great job.
Goodman getting it through, and a shot by Power. That one was bouncing and had some traffic in front. Hoagland trying to hold on to it. Goodman. And then that goes out to Hawkins. Goes on to the other side. Goyle. Up to Power. Power with a low shot. Doesn't get through. It was a dangerous one again. The Thunder just getting lots of opportunities, but few shots on goal. That one shot in by Guerin and does get the whistle as that's gloved down. And I mean, this is one where the statistics don't really tell the story.
No,
there haven't
right.
been a lot of shots on goal, but it's been dangerous.
Yeah, the ones that have been on goal have been pretty lethal, but stopped. But the defense, honestly, they've done a cracker job. We've got 2.5 minutes to go. As you'd expect, there's some frantic stuff going on out there. Teams are taking a timeout by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Thunder timeout. Goodman going over to talk to the referee about something. Not sure what that's about, but there will be a discussion as to when they pull the goaltender here in this one goal, kind of a shootout here. I don't want to use the word shootout because I don't want to go to one, but this has been quite the curtain raiser for the NZW. This is, it's been a good start and now the Inferno trying to get their plays sorted out and the personnel in the order that they want to go in.
Yep.
It'll be Lily Vernal, heel, and a goaltender change, if I'm not mistaken. I've been doing this the entire time. I think we have, who is that, number 20? Did I miss that? Thomas has been out for a while because, wow, okay, so we'll get back to that. Godfrey.
Oh, yeah, number 20's just gone in. It's Sam Winder, who I believe has just come over from Australia and brought some pads with her.
Well, we'll get to that story in just a minute. That was offside, called offside. Vernal complaining about it, but went out, in and out. And then I noticed so what threw me off was it looked like the pads were the same for a long time, but the mask was the same. The pads were different. I didn't catch it, didn't figure it out. And wow, I don't know how long I missed that one, but it's embarrassing. But we just noticed I noticed it because of the turnaround. And apologies, we'll try to find out what was behind the change, because Thomas had been playing pretty well.
Yes, he certainly had.
Heel with that puck, leaves it for cross, big shot, hits the post. Oh. That comes right back out. That was the best chance that the Thunder had. That was a very close call. Goaltender goes back out there for that. That is passed forward. Hoagland with it, goes forward. Minute 30 to go. That gets held up the line. They're gonna have to reset, and they do just that. Heel brings it in, onside, comes right back out, flip forward. That's gonna go for an icing, as Guerin tried to be gentle with it, but it went a little bit too hard and spun out.
Yeah, 1 minute 20 to go. Another timeout we're seeing here, this time from Inferno, I believe.
Yeah, if it wasn't the other way around, but yeah, both teams definitely needing a moment. I wonder if that had to do with the just pulling goalies and so forth, but yeah. So that...
Yeah, the goalies themselves are in deep discussion at the moment. I believe that Sam is going to stay out there for now.
Yeah, does look like that. So Lily getting her last instructions and which line's going to go out there. Sanchez Pedrosa, heel, and Valkins is going to go back out there, Hall top player. And they're only going to have time for about 2 shifts, so they've got to get going here as they're trying to figure out which side they're going to take the face-off. That'll go to the right. Vernal on that wing, heel to play this one, and Guerin with a very important face-off for the Inferno. Valkins throws it back in as the Thunder take control of that face-off. But that's going to come back down the line. Now it gets turned back around. Godfrey has to send it behind the net. That comes in front. Guerin trying to clear it. It goes out of the zone. Thunder have to reset. Valkins with some problems staying up on the ice, and it is 6-on-5. It was a bit of a kind of a weak shot, but that's turned over, and that is it was going to be offsides anyways. But as the puck comes in, Pedrosa leaves it. And that's a shot, and it's a goal! It was on target! Gordon making it 4-2 and closing the door with 37 seconds. Makes it a good one for the home team.
Yeah, always the risk with an empty net, of course. Gives you another player out there, but you get the turnover like that, and you get somebody on target, that's the outcome.
Honestly, that's a gutsy shot to take from that position. I think she just got over the red line, which let her have the freedom to let it fly. And that makes it 4-2. And it'll be the same crew pretty much out there for to finish this one off. But that does put the Inferno in a really good spot with just over 30 seconds to go in today's matchup.
Still mathematically possible, of course, but you'd have to say that the Inferno looks like they've got this one stitched up.
You just said that at the wrong moment as the shot comes in.
Yeah, commentator's curse, I think they call that, but actually, no, it didn't get in this time.
And a Cruikshank stop will draw a face-off. Another line going out there. It's going to be Strains going out. Guerin, Boniface, and a kind of a heavily defensive line there. That gets knocked away. Shattuck, that was it, and knocks it away. That puck goes back out to neutral. It's gonna go. It was playable by Power, no icing here. 7 seconds to go, and that is going to be all she wrote. 4-2 is going to be the final this afternoon for the Inferno as they win the season opener against the Dunedin Thunder women today.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that win. I think Dunedin Thunder will feel they've been a bit hard done by. They had lots of opportunities. They just couldn't convert them. They couldn't get it into the net. So well done to Inferno. A very much well-deserved win.
Yeah, they outskated the Thunder for the first portion of the game, and then they held on and got some offensive breaks, but also took the chances that were there and got it to that third goal. That shot that hit the shoulder, you knew things were going right for them when that happened. It hit that shoulder, she was in the right spot, and as soon as it tipped her in the shoulder, bounced over and fell into the goal, that was going to be the decider today, along with the empty netter. And yeah, I think you're right. If I'm the Dunedin Thunder women, I don't really come away from this thinking I'm too far away from the opposition at this point.
Yeah, that's right. I think tomorrow's matchup's going to be another cracker as well. I suspect that Dunedin Thunder are going to come with a renewed intensity. Inferno will be happy to have one in the bag, but they'll be looking for 2 from this weekend.
Well, it is always a good matchup when Dunedin comes up here. It doesn't matter men or women. It is always a tight game. It doesn't matter what happens. And once again, we were proven correct as we had a good one today. We'll get out of here in just a minute as they line up and do the old top players of the game and all that good stuff. But the good part is there's a couple of things going on. There is a Red Devils game, so make sure you catch that if you've been, that should be on as well. And tomorrow we'll do this again at the same time. I'm looking forward to it. Paul, it's just a good quality hockey game, and I can't expect anything other than that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad I don't have to pick the player of the day today out of these 2 teams. They all played their absolute hearts out. So
yeah, it was a good one. All right, well, we will see you tomorrow at the same time here on YouTube. My name's Matt Chavez.
Paul Matthews here.
And we will see you for Game 2 on Sunday here at the Alpine Ice. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.